I'm gonna start this recording. But before we get started, guys, we need some more people on this live. We only have 10, right? So if each one of us send this live and tell people to hop on, literally, we could get this at least to 15 to 20 before we get started, before we get Mr. Shaq Hall to come up. You need a little bit more people here. Go ahead and send this out to 5 people. Send this out, right? It's going to be tremendous amount of value. Yes, this is recording, but guys, think about this. Are you going to leave it to just the recording, or are you going to ensure that they're on this here with you? Right? Just don't go by yourself. Just don't show up. Get people on here with you. Right? Get people on here with you. Get people on here with you. It's going to be super powerful. Go ahead. If you're ready, go ahead and type in the chat, I am ready. If you're ready, go ahead and chat, I am ready. Who's ready for this? Who's ready for this training? If you're ready, go ahead and type up, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Who's ready? We got 2 people that's ready. There's 10 people on this call. I am ready. Who's ready? I am ready. There we go. We got some more people that are ready. So hopefully, again, note takers are money makers. Note takers are money makers. Go ahead and grab your book, grab your pen, grab what you need so that you're going to take thorough notes. You're going to take thorough notes for this training. Yes, it's super early. So thank you for the people. I don't even say super early, but for those who can make the sacrifice and be here, honestly, your reward is sure. Like I'm not even too concerned about it, because you are here with intention, right? You are here with intention. So it doesn't matter if you're tuning in from Miami, from Jamaica, from Bahamas, from Canada, from Nova Scotia, from the States, from Tennessee. It does not matter where you're tuning in from. You're going to get this value, right? Because this is universal, what we're here to do, right? To impact 1,000, right? To educate, enrich, and literally empower people all over the world, giving them financial freedom, giving them the tools they need that they could, grow their own money tree. All right. So without further ado, I'm definitely gonna ask the man, Mr. Shaq Hall, if you can. Wait. Before I even get him on here, for those who are on this Zoom link, I need some cameras on this. I need some cameras on. Well, I need some cameras on. You guys turn your cameras on. Let's get this more like, a more participating environment, and we'll get this going. There we go. We got Mason turned this on. I think he on a flight. Look at that. That's dedication. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Salute to you. All right, because we are on a schedule, I'm going to ask Mr. Shaq Hall, if you are available, family, come on. Unmute your mic. Share your camera. I'm going to pin you so that we can see you loud and clear. So hold on, give me a second. So I'm going to pin you. And should give you the spotlight for everybody. Yes, there you go. So perfect.
All right, guys, drop some 2s in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please drop a 2 on the chat. I want to make sure everybody can hear me well. Perfect. This lighting is off. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Just fix this over a little bit. Perfect. Things are a little bit better. Guys, I'm excited, super excited to be on this call. Thank you guys for making the time, the effort to jump on this call, because I've seen the effort that not only Matthew has put in, but a lot of you guys have invested into yourself with getting this knowledge, getting this information for this impactful weekend, right? I want you to type an 8 in the chat if you are able to tune into IM3. If you're able to tune to IM3, type an 8 in the chat, guys. Because this event, this entire last 2 days has been by far, I want to say revolutionary, right? The bar has been set. They broken some records, right? But it's now raised belief level that it can be done, and it can be done anywhere around the world, right? It's just a matter of people all seeing the same vision, all having the right mindset and attracting the right people into their lives in order to create multiple sources of income, in order to be multi-millionaire. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to be a multi-millionaire, and being in a room full of millionaires, I'm telling you, it just inspired me to a different level. And that's what it is. I'm not going to use the word motivation, because we all know that motivation comes, but it also goes as well too. But I got inspired. But long story short, guys, today's call, or this segment that I'm going to be speaking on specifically, I was like to talk about mindset. So we're going to talk about mindset. We're going to dig deep into the success mindset, because understand with achieving anything in life, guys, it all starts from the mind, right? You hear of a book called Think and Grow Rich, right? The book is meticulously called Think and Grow Rich for a reason, by Napoleon Hill, right? You have to think first before you can grow rich. Anything that you want in this world, it all starts from the mindset. And you can look at all the greats, you can study all the books, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody is going to talk similar things about their mind shifting, right? The way how they used to think about things shift, their perspective, the way how they see things start to shift as well too. But understand, guys, the success mindset, to keep it very short and simple for you guys, right? My definition, of a successful mindset, guys, is always finding a way to figure things out and to make it happen, despite how impossible it may seem. So those that are taking notes right now, please write that down. Like, success mindset, it starts from always figuring out a way to make things happen despite of how seamlessly impossible things may seem. The reason why I say that, guys, is because I really want you to understand, right? In life, we all go through life, man. We all go through problems. We all go through hurdles. We all go through everything that may affect us. But when you have a mindset that no matter what, you're going to be successful, you're going to push through, right? When you have a mindset that you want to grow every single day, you're going to get to somewhere over time, right? You're going to grow that 1%, like what we like to say, 1% every single day. You're going to grow 365 minimum in a year. So a lot of you guys are on this call, either you're part of the platform or you just tuned in to see what this is about. Understand, whatever it is that you desire in this world, you can get it. It all starts with knowing exactly what you want, having that desire, of course, right? Learning the skills, having the faith. But most importantly, guys, it all starts from how you look at life, how your perception is, and most importantly, your mindset in terms of how things happen, right? That shift that you have to, go all in and know your back's against the wall, whatever the case may be, guys. But some of you guys really need to commit to developing yourself, because there's two types of mindset that people study, right? I remember going through this in school. I can't remember what specific class when I was in university, guys. Like, literally, they talked about this. And you guys may know or may not know about this, but it's called fixed versus growth mindset, right? So when you have a fixed mindset, most of us have grown up with a fixed mindset. Most of us, unfortunately, as we speak right now, are probably surrounded with people whose mindset is shifted. This is why you're probably struggling to build the business. This is why you're probably disappointed when people tell you no. Why? Because a lot of people have a fixed mindset. They don't want to grow. They're comfortable, right? They figure, because they're not good at something, they'll never be good at something. Because they've never seen a certain amount of capital in their bank account, they're never going to see that. Because things are rough right now, they're probably always going to be rough. They're going to get better for a little bit, but chances are, it doesn't last. Things get good and it goes back down, right? So their belief level is down, but their mindset of how they look at things is completely up. So understand that, guys, most people are going to have a fixed mindset. But I want you guys to understand, everybody on this call, you're born more than to have a fixed mindset. You're born to have abundance. You're born to grow, just like as you were as a baby, guys. Understand that we were once babies. We were once sperm, right? We were once conceived in a woman's body, right? Which is our mother, right? We were once something small, a thought, that we conceived to where we are right now. We grew, right? So understand, if you're not growing, you're actually dying, right? You're not moving. So when it comes to the mindset as well too, your mindset has to constantly elevate and grow. And honestly, I have to give my chips, my hat off to my family, Matthew, because what he's done in the last couple of months have been tremendous, right? And he always talks about it. His push. There's a difference between what do you call it again? a start date of when you sign up with this company. No, sorry, a sign up date and a start date. A lot of us sign up for this business and understand the opportunity that's in front of us. But sometimes it takes some time to get started. And what I mean by that, a lot of people have probably enrolled into this business, signed up, right? You know, have an idea of where they want to go, right? Want to learn how to trade, want to learn about DCX, want to learn about, HFX, e-commerce, whatever the case may be. They realize that this is a great platform for me to learn and develop myself. But the start date is when you actually take the time to really dive in. Spend hours on Go Live, right? Take notes. Be prospecting, making money multiple different ways, ranking up, helping other people, create an impact. Really taking the time to really make sure people are making money through this, right? So there's a day you sign up and there's a day that you really start. Some people have been activated and I started this business. There's some people that are just in this and they just signed up. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? There's a study on people who sign up for online courses or e-learning or whatever the case may be, or maybe buy a book, and only about 10 to 15%, I think the numbers was, actually indulge themselves and actually start to do the work. So there's a big disconnect on the mindset of people when they make a decision, right? So when it comes to growth mindset now, this is what we're here to talk about, right? Because the whole idea of what Matthew kind of, created or kind of even started with was planting seeds, allowing it to grow, and realizing you can make money from that. And using that mindset to start multiple sources of income. And that's what investing is. Having the right mindset that you're allowing yourself to grow. The growth mindset is the most important thing. If you don't get anything out of my segment of talking on this call, is I want you to really deep dive and look into what it takes to have a complete growth mindset. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not growing, you are dying. If you don't strive to learn more, you're dying. If you're somebody on this call that has a pride and ego that think you know everything, you are wrong. You don't know everything. You have to have a level of humbleness to actually strive to learn more every single day, to grow every single day, guys. The growth mindset is what you're going to use to develop to become great. Some of you guys on this call, guys, have some untapped potential that you have greatness in you. But you got to constantly grow. And not only that, share your value. Right? Share your value. Because the more valuable you become, the more money you're going to make. I'm going to be honest with you. Right? The law of compensation. Write that down. Law of compensation. It talks about the value put into this earth. The harder it is to replace you, the more money you're going to make. What is your keys, your DNA, or what's in you? What characteristics that you have that you feel is super, super valuable? What do you get compliments on most of the time? Where are your strengths? Develop your strengths. Can constantly grow. But when it comes to mindset as well, too, guys, I really want you to understand, and I want you to type this in the chat. All answers are through books. All answers are through books. Every single answer to life's greatest questions, everything that we go through, all answers are through books. Why? Because 80% of people don't read. There's a good 15 to 20% of the world that's illiterate, right? There's a good portion, a good quarter of the world that doesn't even know how to read. It's a privilege if you know how to read. If you know how to interpret and you know how to, or you have the action and desire to apply what you're reading as well too. But life's greatest answers are all through books. Whether it be, religion books, right? You know, the Quran, the Bible, whatever. Guys, life's greatest answers are through books. The more I find myself reading, whether it be physical reading or at least the audibles, the more I see my mind shift, the more money I was able to make, the more I was able to do calls like this, right? The more I was able to provide more value to the average person. So some of you guys need to start to study. Study whatever it is that you want in this world. Right? Study, how to become a better trader. Study how to become a better influencer. Study how to add more value to other people's life. How to win friends and influence people. Right? Study how to be a leader. A lot of you guys want to be leaders, but have no influence. There's nobody following you. You have to study how to be a leader. A lot of you guys want to make money and trade, but you got to study how to make money and trade. Stop relying on signals. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Honestly, that's why personally I stopped doing signals, right? I'm always down to help do one-on-one calls, right? I'm always down to really get in the trenches and trade with people all the time. You just got to reach out. I'm down. But one of the reasons why I stopped spoon feeding a lot of individuals is because I seen they were relying on another person. When deep down, success relies on the person in the mirror. It all relies on you. So if you're committed to growth in any area of your life, guys, all answers are through books. Find a book that relates. Challenge yourself to read more. Challenge yourself to listen to more audios. Challenge yourself to follow people who have exactly what you want. You do what they do, then you get what they get. That's the mindset you need to have. Have a mindset that your brain is like an incubator, right? Your brain is like, I don't know, like I'm not the biggest chef in the world, but like, or the biggest baker in the world. It's like baking cookies or baking a bread or something, right? It starts from one form, guys, and it can change into another form. Your life can be like that as well too. Your brain needs to develop. So you got to constantly pour into yourself, pour into your mindset and grow constantly, guys. Constantly develop your craft. Whatever it is that you want to focus on, guys, what you focus on grows. Whatever you focus on grows. So if you're struggling in any area of your life, whatever you focus on, it grows. Right? Again, I study some of the greats. The Kobe's, the Michael Jordans, right? The Albert Einsteins, right? They all gone through certain things in life where they're written off by society, right? Written off by somebody that told them, listen, you're not good enough. But didn't stop there. They put in the time, the effort. They had the mindset. They had the will to win. If I'm not mistaken, Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Guess what? Following year, not only did he grow, but he put in the time, he put in the effort. He had the mindset that he was going to be good. And he took off when he went to college. Came into the league, took off coming into the league. Right, his documentary dropped on in Netflix, I think last year, right, during the pandemic, and it just showed me his mindset. I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of basketball reference, but even Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality, right, the Mamba mentality, right, first one in, last one out, spending time on your craft, developing yourself in multiple different areas, guys. You have to be committed to growth. If you're committed to growth, all areas in your life will start to grow, no matter how bad it may seem. If you're committed to really learn how to trade, guys, we have thousands of hours on Go Live sessions, on their favorite session. Every educator has favorite sessions, right? The more educators we're getting, they're going to be creating more boot camps that you could study from. But some of you guys only want 1 hour a day. And I get it, you can still make money 1 hour a day, but if you really want to see real money, you're going to have to study this stuff. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have the right mindset. You're going to have to understand that nothing is impossible. It's impossible till somebody does it. I want you to understand, we went from a conference that had about 14,000 people during the pandemic in a football stadium. That's never been done before. And because Bryce Thompson and the whole Trade House family was able to do that and put on for this company, trust me, Money Club can do that too. My vision, yeah, I may sound crazy, but my vision is to pack out the ACC. I'm from Toronto, so I would love to see the Air Canada Center get packed out, right? I would love to have an event with 10,000 people. Yeah, our goal is to impact 1,000. That's where it starts. But once we reach that level, guys, it's going to go even further and further. Then it's going to be impact 10,000. Then go be impact 100,000. I know the arena can't fit 100,000, but they're going to have to build somewhere where they can fit that. I learned that from David, right? Sometimes the things that you may say or you may manifest, guys, is not currently capable or is not currently exist right now. But understand, impossible, if you break down the words, if you want to be analytical, the first portion is I am, I'm, right? Second portion is possible. All things done through Christ, or through God, who strengthens you. And by the way, we're all kings and queens. We all have a God-given power on this planet Earth, a certain purpose, certain destiny. But everything is possible. Impossible is really nothing. I'm gonna be honest, like my belief level is gone to a different level. So I'm excited to see exactly how things are gonna turn out in the next 60, 90 days, right? We always like to say that because it takes 21 days to create a habit, 90 days to create a lifestyle. And within that 60-day period is where incremental growth happens. Quantum leap starts to happen. So not only for my life, because it's cool for me, but I can't wait to see what it does for so many people, especially everybody on this call, the entire organization, right? The entire team. Because I've seen the shift in a lot of individuals on this call right now as we speak. Now it's about getting to that next level. Now it's time where you could change your family's life, right? Now it's time where you're going to see people grow to incremental growth, right? Now it's time where you're able to help out mom, dad, right? Now it's time you're able to set up your kids so they don't have to worry about post-secondary education if they want to do that, right? They can either go to school or they can start their business right out front, right? They can start their business right off front because they're going to have 10 to 20,000 minimum to start whatever they desire, right? And we're going to self-teach our kids, that next generation, what it requires to build wealth. We're going to break some generational curses because we're focused on growth. We're doing what it takes right now in order to grow for the future, guys. But guys, it all starts from making that decision, having the right mindset, and understand that, whatever you desire, a lot of the answers are through books. A lot of the answers, people have already done it before. And guess what? When you reach to a certain level of awareness, it stops becoming about money. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yes, we talk about money a lot, especially myself included, because that's our business. We're dealing with money, right? We're trading our money in the financial markets, right? We're learning about how to trade and multiply our money. We're learning how to create multiple sources of income, right? We have the money call as well that talks about how to leverage money, how to keep it, how to pass it on for generations, right? But I really want you guys to understand, it all starts from making a decision, having the right mindset, and understanding that everything is done through books, right? Or everything is learned through books when it comes to mindset and growing. But there's a difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Study what it takes to have a growth mindset. And if you are around an environment with people with fixed mindset, I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna have to change that and focus on the growth mindset, success mindset. If you're writing this down, always find a way to make things work despite of how seamlessly impossible its odds may seem. But without further ado, I want to introduce the next speaker on the call, guys, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He's going to come with that big energy. you know, Mr. Platinum 5000, right? Mr. Chairman, and I want you to write some C10s in the chat box for him because he's about to knock out that next rank, right? Unfortunately, you couldn't make it out to us in Miami, but it's all good because I know the responsibilities that you have, brother, and I know heavy the head that wears the crown. And I know to whom much is given, much is required. But this is an individual that has a lot of energy, a lot of passion. And he does calls not every morning, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, if I'm not mistaken, of morning breakthroughs. So you got to tune into this guy. You got to follow this guy on Instagram because I'm telling you that energy he's coming with is going to be phenomenal. So without further ado, I want to introduce or bring up the next speaker that you guys are going to be privileged to hear from. Is my brother, Mr. Rudy Isidore. Take the floor.
Yo, what's good, Brucey? Can you hear me?
You're good to go, brother.
Sheesh, thank you very much. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat for my brother, Shaq. My brother, Shaq Hall. Drop a 1 in the chat for Matthew as well. Thank you, Matthew, for bringing me on this call. Thank you, Shaq, as well, for allowing me to grow with your squad. I want to be honest, okay? Can I be honest? Drop a yes in the chat if I'm allowed to be honest today. I want to make sure. Drop a yes if I'm allowed to be honest. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Shaq told me that you guys was a bunch of leaders. So if you guys are leaders, I really don't know why your camera's off. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I really don't know why your camera's off. I see Matsu's camera been on, right? I really don't know why your camera's off, right? We're gonna talk about some amazing stuff. If your camera's on, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait before I start until you feel uncomfortable. Put your cameras on. I don't care if you don't look good, ladies. I don't care if you don't have no makeup on, but I'll wait. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna wait. Oh, I see Sherma has her camera on. Oh, I see Andrew has his camera on. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I promise I'll wait. I promise. I do this with my squad every single time. I see Sadi has her camera on. I'm gonna wait for at least 10 people. Lena has her camera on. What's good, Lena? I see Run is driving. He's like, okay, let me put my camera on, bro. Please don't look at your Zoom. I want to make sure you drive safely. I'm waiting for 3 more new leaders that want to put their cameras on. If you're a leader, your camera needs to always be on. I see David has his camera on. What's good, David? Santasia has her camera on. It's all good. It's all good. I'm waiting for, Lynn says, what's good, Lynn said? I'm waiting for one last person. One last person, and we're good to go. One last person that's ready. Oh, here we go. Junior has his camera on. Yo, that's it, guys. It's crazy to see how many times we do calls like this and people don't have their camera on. I'm gonna tell you guys, today we're gonna talk about energy. Hopefully you guys have your notes ready. I'm here for, I think until 1:30, Matthew. Thumbs up if it's okay. Yeah. He's like, yeah, Rudy, until 1:30. You guys know me. When I start talking, I never stop. It's crazy. So, yo, we're about to talk about energy. I think that energy is one thing that I really master a lot with the many years to go. I believe, number one, when we talk about energy, when your camera's on, you're able to bring energy to your whole family, to your squad. That's why you need to make sure every single time that you see Matthew, you see Shaq, do a call, you always have your cameras on so you can actually bring that energy to your team. You can actually bring that flow to your squad. When the camera's off, I promise you the energy is really low. I came into the call, Shaq is giving you guys some amazing knowledge, but nobody has their cameras on. So how can you actually give back to Shaq if your camera's not on, right? So let's break this, okay? Write this down, okay? I'm gonna talk about energy today. I want to talk about different stuff that I believe that helped me a lot to bring a lot of great energy and culture. I wish I would be I'll be in Florida. I couldn't be in Florida. Oh, so pissed, but it's all good. We there on the next time. I'm buying their energy right now. I'm getting from their social media and everything that is going on. So write this down, energy. Okay, write this down, please. Please write this down. I went to the dictionary for you guys, and I want you to go see the definition of energy, okay? So write this down. The strength and vitality required to sustain physical physical or mental activity. The strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. Okay, really important, really important. You want to go P1? Make sure that that energy goes up. Okay, write this down, please. Okay, super important. The number one thing for your team to grow is energy. Everything starts with energy. You either have a bad energy or you have a good energy. I'm Christian. I don't know about you if you're Christian as well, but in the Christian world, we call that discernment. Let me go search on the dictionary. I'll make sure I have the right word, because you know me, my English is like 50%. But you see, even if my English is not the best, I'm still P5000. Discernment. Okay, it says discernment. Okay, so is the ability actually to be able to feel if someone has a great energy or someone has a bad energy as well. Okay, let me tell you guys one thing, okay? We're gonna go really fast because we only have 25 minutes and I have another call 1:30 with my squad. And it's crazy because my tutor asked me to talk about this today. And I was like, you know what? Let me bring this to my squad as well. They already know that training. But I was like, yo, let me just talk to them and remind them how energy is really important, okay? Where energy goes, energy flows, okay? Where energy goes, energy flows, all right? I understand that right now we're entrepreneurs. We want to please every single body. We want to please our family. We want to please our friend. We want to please our team at the same time. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed because we're trying to like give 50% in any areas that we can. But I'm going to tell you something. It's impossible to be at every different place at the exact time. Sometimes you're gonna have to give more to your business than you give to your family. You're gonna have to give more to your family sometimes than you give to your business. Why? Because where energy goes, that's where energy flows. If you give more energy to your squad, you will receive what? More energy as well. Right? Every single time you talk in a call, every single time you're going to do an intro, every single time you're going to do a training, every single time you're going to call Matthew or Shaq on the call, on the phone, you want to make sure that your energy is always 100%. Okay? Why? Because rich people, their energy are always high. If you watch, actually, drop a 1 in the chat if you were able to watch actually Im3 on Zoom. If you're not in Florida, drop a 1 in the chat if you were able to watch Im3 on Zoom. If you did it, I'm so sorry to tell you, it was the best event that I've ever experienced in the last 5 years. Amazing energy. Amazing people get together to win, right? So imagine what is going to happen when they go back home. They're going to go crazy, right? So once Shaq comes back to Toronto or to the different cities that you guys are coming to, now it's your time. I don't care if it's in quarantine, to go see Shaq and borrow his energy. Why? Because now his energy is all the way up. Now he's super excited. Now I know my brother's going to hit P5 after that. Why? Because his energy, because of that event, he sacrificed his time, his moment, Lindsay as well, to what? To go grab that energy to bring it back to you guys. Okay? So now you need to understand, if you want to go to the next level, you want to take that energy that Shaq is going to give you, and you want to bring that energy to what? To your business. Okay? But how you're going to do this is to be excited every single time you hop on Shaq calls. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. How many of you guys are always there every Thursday at 7 p.m. or super excited about Shaq's call, even if Shaq is saying the same exact thing every single week? Oh my God, really, like, it's the same training, really. Like, I can't anymore. Oh, it's the same thing over. I know it all. I'm gonna be honest. If you knew it all, you will have the results that Shaq is teaching you every single Thursday at 7 p.m. So you need to hear it again and again and again and again until you can actually leave it. So you need to be on this call every Thursday. I see Ashley here. Ashley do calls every single time on Clubhouse. She do talks on Clubhouse every single time. How many of you hop on as she calls every single time on Clubhouse to borrow her energy? Man, I'm telling you, yo, Shaq, you know what? I don't know that much Ashley, but one thing I can tell you, she's going German. She's going German. I can feel her energy through my social media every single time. That's how energy is so powerful. Because it doesn't matter if we have one person on calls. It doesn't matter if we have 5. We will keep serving until we get thousands of people every single time. But you need to bring that excitement to those calls because your squad is going to do what you do and not what you say. Write this down. My squad is going to do what I do and not what I say, right? So if I hop on the calls every single time and I'm excited, I put my cameras on, and when Shaq is saying the same thing over again and he's trying to make us laugh, it's not that funny. I'm going to still laugh and be on the camera like, that's so funny, Shaq, stop. People want to feel this and see this so they can actually go to the next level. Have you ever went to something, to a project or to a team or to an experience or to, I don't know, a call, and those people are not excited and you just leave the call because it's so boring, right? How many of you guys ever happened to you? All the time? But if you stay excited, people want to stay around people that are excited. People want to stay around people that have different energy. Why? Because they're negative every single day. They're surrounded by negativity 24 hours a day. So when you come with that energy, they feel different. People never remember what you told them, but they remember the way that you made them feel, the experience. So when you make them feel different with your energy, they actually always gonna remember, man, when I saw Junior, I remember Junior made me feel that way. Let me talk to Junior again. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Let me go see Matthew because Matthew is really amazing right now, right? But I understand. Oh my God, Rudy, you know what? Yo, Rudy, you know what, bro? Like, I'm not that excited type. I'm probably a little bit calm. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna have to fake it a little bit. Be excited a little bit. If I tell you tomorrow that Donald Trump is gonna call you, I don't know, Bill Gates or Warren Buffett is calling you tomorrow, and he's telling you, listen, he's calling you today, sorry, and he's telling you, listen, tomorrow, I want you to find 10 people that are willing actually to learn from them, and I will give you $1 billion if you find 10 people that want to learn for all my teaching. You're gonna be so excited. Why? Because you have a guarantee, right? Now you have a guarantee. You're like, oh my God, $1 billion. Whoa. Let me call everybody that I know. Why? Because you're excited because you know you're gonna have $1 billion, right? So why should it be different about your business as well? I promise you, this business paid. Like, paid. My last Friday paycheck was really excited. I promise you. The feeling is different. But in order for you to experience this, you need to be excited before it happens. I remember I was excited when nobody was joining my business. I was excited when people were quitting my business. I was still excited when I went from P2000 and dropped back to P150. And I was still excited because I knew I was going to go chairman no matter what. Of course, there's days that you don't feel that good. You're like, oh my God, I'm not too sure if this is going to win. I'm not too sure if this is going to go the way that I want to go. But you need to still feel excited about it every single time. Oh, Sandra, you in Africa? Sheesh, love it. Right? Which part of Africa? Write it down in the chat, please. Right? So we need to bring this to another level. How do you do this? This is what I do. If you don't want to do it, it's all good. But if you heard David Munizzi yesterday, everything he said yesterday, this is what I do every single day. I do what? My affirmations every day. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm this. Why? Because I understand the more I do my affirmations, the more my energy is going to go high. Now, this morning, I was listening to Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan was saying, you need to do your affirmations not only one time a day, you need to do it 3 times a day. I'm so happy I do it like 20 times a day, right? Every single day, I do my affirmations. Why? Because I'm excited for what's about to come. I'm excited from the person that I will become, that I'm becoming in the spirit. It's just a matter of time for it to become in the reality. Okay? But in order to do this, we need to do our affirmations every single time so we can know exactly where we're going. So I'm so happy and grateful now. I am a 6-figure earner in crypto. I've 6 figures in my crypto portfolio. By the way, right now is the perfect time to buy some crypto. I'm just saying. Yesterday I put so much money in Ethereum. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited about the few weeks to come. My crypto portfolio is gonna go to the roof, baby. Oh my God, I'm so excited, right? But in order to be excited about this, we need to do what? Some sacrifice about it. We can say, sorry if I'm sweating. I just came from the gym, Matthew. Okay, sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. But listen. I'm trying to go 100 days going to the gym every single day. It's something. But listen. But in order to do that sacrifice, we need to do what? Listen to what Shaq has to say every single time, or Ashley or Matthew or the different leaders about what is the next move for me to do to make sure in the next 30 days I'm secured. To make sure in the 60 days I'm secured. To make sure in the next 90 days I'm going to be secured. If you don't invest your money in different ways, I promise you in the next 60 days, the whole SNIPER Nation family is going to be celebrating and you're not going to be feeling good about it because of that. But in order to do this, you need to vision yourself having that 6-figure portfolio first. That's how I am excited every single time. I'm excited because I understand that I am chairman. In my mind, there's no it or but, I am chairman. Even if my back office is saying something different sometimes, you know what I say every single time? I see increase. I see increase. Why? Because, write this down, okay, if you want to, okay? And the word eyes, when you remove the E, you have what? You have the word yes. So everything that you see is an automatic yes. So if you look at your back office every single time and you don't see the right thing, it means that that's what you see every single day. So some people, they open their back office 20,000 times a day and they don't understand that they see the rank every single time. And that's why they still have the same results. But if you ask Shaq, yo Shaq, can you take a screenshot, for example, of your rank right now so I can put it on my wall? That's an automatic yes for you. You understand? So I used to do this every single time with Dre. I said, Dre, can you do a screenshot for me, bro, so I can visualize it? And when we look at my phone, what do you see? Chairman 10. I see it every single time. Why? Because everything that I see is an automatic yes. So do you think I'm not going to get excited every day about my life? Of course I am. Why? Because of everything that I see in the physics. It's just a matter of time for it to go in the spiritual, right? So let's bring that excitement to another level. You don't have results? Be excited about the next results that are coming to your life next week. The best way to attract what you want to attract is to be excited about it. Even if you don't see it in the physics. You see it in the spirit first, right? Your imagination, you stay excited about it. You celebrate, woo! Let's go, baby, I got this, woo! That's what I do every single time. My mom thinks I'm crazy. She would have kicked me out of the house. I promise, I'm like, woo! Yeah, baby, C10, let's go. I'm so happy, grateful now. I'm trimming 10, I'm celebrating. Woo! Right? I scream, and after, I let it happen. Any negativity, any people try to put me down, people are leaving, money, I don't care. I'm so excited that nobody can stop me. Oh my God, I didn't went to Florida. Yo, listen. Oh my God. When I knew I couldn't go to Florida, I don't know if you're Christian, the devil tried to kick me. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to Florida, man. I was so pissed and blah, blah, blah. You know what I did? I'm like, it's all good if I'm not going to Florida. You know what? Because SummerSlam, I will have 100 people to SummerSlam. I started celebrating and everything. And I said, yo, you know what? I know we're going to have a live stream. I was talking to Dre. Dre's like, yo, I don't have there's no live stream. Nobody talked about it, blah, blah. Guys, a few hours later, I was finishing my celebration. I received a notification for someone in my team says, yo, Rudy, there's a live stream. I'm like, thank you, God. Oh my God. But imagine if I was focused on the wrong things. Even if there would be a live stream, but because my frequency would be at the wrong place, I would probably never see that there was a live stream. Oh my God. Yeah, this is so big. I don't know if it's too big for you guys. I have no idea. This is so crazy. Listen. So because I was celebrating live stream and I was like, whoo, yeah, that event, being hyped up. I don't even know if I know how to dance anymore because of COVID. It's been a long time. I'm like celebrating and everything. Listen, now I receive a text a few minutes after, really, there's a live stream. Why? Because I'm in the same frequency. I paid the live stream. I said, yo, whole family will have a live stream. We're good to go. But if I didn't do that, I would probably never receive the text. And I would probably be so negative, close my phone and everything. And probably somebody will saw the live stream, but maybe the next day, or maybe we'll never see it, or maybe later on. But because I was in the right frequency, I was able to attract, right? Listen, the first time I started, I said to myself, you know what? If I'm P5000, I'm good to go. Celebrate P5000 every single time. P5000 is done. Oh my God, Rudy, how come you're not excited about P5? Because I've been excited for so many years and months. I was already celebrating P5. I was already like, P5, hey, P. I was already celebrating before it comes in the physics. Now it comes, I'm not excited anymore. Why? Because I'm already there before it happens in the physics. Now C10, I'm like, woo, C10, listen. Oh my God. I'm celebrating C10. While I'm celebrating C10, I lose a P600. Listen, while I'm celebrating C10, I lost a P600 with 12 people. Yo, Shaq, I'm going C10, bro, and a P600 left. I'm like, woo! It's working. It's working. Woo! I'm celebrating so much. I'm celebrating doing an event. I lost a P6. I'm like, woo! I'm celebrating. So many people would have lost people. They'll be like, oh my God, Shaq, people are living in my business. No, you can't do that. You have to keep celebrating, because sometimes it's not the way that you want it to happen, it's the way that God wants it to happen. You think that your way is the best way, but maybe God's way is the best way. You maybe think, oh, I need to turn left and turn right. But maybe God actually took your GPS and said, you know what, there's too many traffic here. Let me unroute. Let me change the route for you. Maybe there's an easy way for you to go to the level that you want to accept. Because I've been seeing that you're excited. I've been seeing even the setbacks you're celebrating. I've been seeing you going up. So let me just change it so we can accelerate a little bit for you. If you're feeling what I'm saying, drop a 1 in the chat. That's the energy that we good. That's the energy that we need. We need to celebrate this thing. So when Shaq is coming back, you're going to see Shaq and say, you know what, Shaq? I'm going to work with you, bro. If I had to put a mask on during the quarantine, I don't know if you guys believe in quarantine or not, I'm going to be with you, bro. But believe in COVID or not, I'm going to be with you, bro. Why? Because I want to borrow your energy, bro. I want to be around you and be like, yo, you know what? I'm going to borrow your energy and jump. I work with you, bro. I'm gonna work. Yeah, my arm is hurting. I'm working out. But you know what? I'm celebrating so much. I don't feel it. Why? Because I'm excited. I'm excited to know that in the next 30 days, 25 people of you are going to go to the next level. I'm excited that because of this training that Matthew put in place, I know some of you guys are going to have a breakthrough today. Oh my God, this is so big. So when you can see what I see, you will actually attract what I can attract and be like, whoa, Rudy, I'm celebrating with you. If you're feeling it, your camera's up, I want you to dance with me. I want you to celebrate this thing with me. That's what you need to do. And you celebrate this thing. You be like, whoa, it's coming, baby. We're attracting this thing to the moon, baby. I'm telling you, that's it. We don't need to complicate this thing, baby. It's in every books. Look at look at my boy Justin with his glasses on. Look at this guy, huh? Living the life. I love it. That's it, guys. I'm telling you, man, we love you guys so much that we're willing to do whatever it takes to help you guys out. Your leaders are sacrificing so much that they don't care about their problems. They're going to do whatever it takes to help you guys out to go to the next level. Celebrate your success, but celebrate the success as well in your team. There's no cross line. There's no left team, right team. We're all the same team. The Money Club is my team as well. When Shaq calls me, I answer to Shaq as well. When I call Shaq, he answers the call too, and we help each other too as well. That should be your mindset too. You see a P150 just pop on Discord, you should go celebrate because that's part of your energy. The more you celebrate somebody else's success, the more that you're gonna get success for you as well. I promise you that. Your time will come, but you just need to be patient enough to understand that my time is coming. I don't care how long it's gonna take. I just know my time is coming, and I'm gonna keep celebrating no matter what. I'm gonna keep my energy to another level. Oh my God, I just had a bad news. Well, you know what? Let me go back together, celebrate. I have a girl in my squad. Listen to this. She made an accident. She almost died in a car accident. The next day, she was at the hospital, right? She was at the hospital. Her whole body is burned now, her face and everything. The next day, she said, Rudy, I did exactly what you said, celebrating, and I made $2,000 in foreign exchange with the trades that I took. Why? Because she didn't let actually a situation block her. She understands that's a process to be part of her story so she can inspire other people later on. That's it. I always told myself, if she can do this, why couldn't I do this too as well? Okay? And after you guys are good to go, right? I want you guys to write down in the chat, maybe you have a trading goal at the next 90 days. Maybe you have a rank goal. I want you guys to write down the goal in the chat so Shaq and Matsu can see your goal and keep you guys accountable. I want you guys to write it down in the chat. Maybe you have a rank goal. Maybe you have a team goal as well. I have a team goal with my squad as well. I see Justin said chairman by December 25th. Yo, that's gonna be a nice Christmas present. I love it. Right? Please write down your goal in the chat. Let's see. If you don't have a goal, make sure your final goal be 2,000 by August 31st. Let's go. Full-time trader. Build 10K in my trading account by the end of summer. 6 figures in my crypto portfolio. P1000 by August 21st. I love it. 20 times in my trading account by 2022. Love it. I promise you, Shaq's gonna write it down. Right? So guys, I love you guys. I really wanted for you guys to experience my energy today. Take that energy, bring it to your life, bring it to every call that you're going to do. Bring it to any trainings, any intros you're going to do. Please, people will remember the way that you make them feel, but it all depends on the energy you're going to give them, okay? I just want to say this. At the end of August, we know that we're going to SummerSlam. By the end of August, Montreal, we're doing a crazy regional event. We're working on it right now. It's going to be insane. We're working on having minimum 300, 400 people. It's going to be crazy. So it's going to be nice. So you guys can come. Hopefully you guys can come. I know my boy Shaq's coming for sure. So please follow Shaq. And guys, I love you guys. I want you guys to kill it. Murder this business as if this is not Christopher Terry's business. This is your business. And I want you guys to go to the next level. I love you guys. My name is Rudy Isidore. And talk to you guys pretty soon. Peace. Woo!
Rudy, thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Before you go, let me just ask you one question. I know things changed for you. I know you didn't make it to this event, but I know things changed for you when you went to the other event and you brought your team with you. Could you tell us a little bit more about that so you know the importance of making it to August?
Yo, I'm going to be honest, guys. The only reason why I didn't go to that event is because of my dad. I can't actually go to Florida. And if I catch COVID, for example, and I go back home, my dad can die like crazy. So I had to sacrifice because of that family first. But I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like events are going to change your guy's life forever. I've been in network marketing for 5 years. It's my second time that I miss a big event like that. And IM is my first time. I went to London with Shaq. We went to Dallas. Dallas and London changed my life forever. Why? Because number one, you can experience and see other people win, and you can see them be like, yo, those guys are just like me. Those guys are exactly like you guys. People look at Bryce Thompson right now. Oh my God, he's like God, blah, blah. God. Yo, guys, he's just like you guys. He's nothing better than you. He just made a decision to just crush it faster than you guys. There's no reason why you guys cannot do an event like this too as well. Events is what's going to create you and bring your belief to another level. You want to go to events because you cannot miss an event that you actually, okay, never miss an event that you're qualified for. I know for a fact, Shaq is not going to become the same person that he's going to be after that event. Matthew, you're in Florida too right now?
Now we brought Florida to Brampton.
Okay. No problem, bro. But listen, Lindsay and Shaq, I know they're there right now, and Justin, they're not the same person since they arrived in Florida. Proximity is different now. Now their price went up. Now their mindset went up. Now I promise you, they have so much energy right now that they can overcome the world because of that event. Now you see different people. What's nice with events is that you meet people in the crowd and you can talk to them and learn about their experience as well. You will never know at an event. You probably have a 7-figure right next to you. It's crazy. Like I promise you, events is the best way to help you go to the next level. You guys want to create a money club event as well. You guys want to have a money club event this summer. You have no choice to have a big money club. I know Toronto is hard right now with COVID. Bro, I did an event with my squad before Florida. I did on purpose because I knew that if I go to Florida, my squad are not going to work while I'm out. I in Montreal, we're not allowed more than 5 people in a room. We had 47 people in a room. We had to sacrifice. We almost paid a fine for it. I was like, you know what? I don't care. We're about to go to create that event so people can experience this. You know how many breakthroughs came to that event? How many people in my squad send me messages say, thank you, Rudy. Now I'm ready to go to the next level for real. I'm ready to push. I see what Montreal can do. I'm going to create the same exact thing in my city. Sometimes you go to events, you probably think, oh my God, I don't have the money. I don't know how am I going to do it. Yo, I'm going to tell you, you need to get ready for SummerSlam right now. Like it has to be right now. This has to be your number one priority. You build your business until SummerSlam, but you have to be in SummerSlam. SummerSlam is about to go crazy and nuts. We're going to have minimum more than 300 people from SNIPERNATION over there. But you have to get ready right now. Get ready right now because that event is going to change your life. It's going to be, I think it's going to be in Dallas. I don't remember. The city probably is going to be in Dallas. And Texas, oh my God. It's going to be crazy. When I went to Dallas, I remember I went to Dallas at an event that was from the company. That event made me go P2000 6 days after. We signed up 65 people in the squad 6 days after. I came back from that event, bro. I was going crazy. That event changed my whole perspective. It was insane. I went to London. When I went to London, I was in my back office. I was P150. My team never knew. I would never tell them, like, what? I'm P150. They will all quit. No, but listen. I went to London. When I came back to London, I gave my P2000 back again. There was, I don't know, there's always like one word, one phrase, one experience you can learn, and you bring it back home, and boom, everything explodes again. It brings momentum to the roof again. Look what's gonna happen to Lindsay and Justin. You'll see. I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy, right? But you never miss an event that you qualified for. I promise you, man, events gonna change your life forever. You want to go to events, all right? So, guys, I'm out. Do you have another question for me, Matthew, Broski?
Oh, you're good. I know you have another team call. So thank you, definitely. Thank you. Appreciate you for jumping on. Definitely super value, guys. If you got great value from Rudy, just type in some energy in the chat. Type energy. What do we learn? Type some energies in the chat, right?
Yeah, I slept so late that
Big energy. Love it.
I had to buy myself a Monster. I had no choice. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. Have an amazing day. But remember, events. You got to go to the next event. Peace.
Thanks, bro. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Rudy. So I will remove that pin off of your screen, or the spotlight, should I say. And what I want to do, actually, I forgot to ask Shaq a question. So Shaq, if you're still available, you're still here, I'm going to pin you back one more time. I want to see if we can ask you some more questions. Just because, you know, we have the next presenter would be Money Mason, and he's actually traveling to Miami as we speak. So, you know, again, just to kind of allow a little bit more time for him to get, you know, settled in. Yeah, so Shaq, what I wanted to ask you, let me pin. There you go. And spotlight for everybody. There we go. Perfect. So Shaq, going back off the notes that I took from you, you said that, where is it? You know, you're always going to find a way to make things happen no matter what, despite what we go through. So, you know, I know there were like a ton of things that, you know, could have stopped you from going to Miami, but you made that decision, right? I know this is money made, this is your month, and, you know, you're there longer than most people, you know, that are planning to stay. So talk about that a little bit, how you kind of came to that decision, how you kind of overcame those, you know, self-limiting beliefs, and kind of just, you know what, I'm going, but I'm not only going by myself, I'm bringing people with me. I'm bringing Justin, I'm bringing Ashley, I'm bringing Lindsay with me. All right, can you talk about that a little bit, please?
Yeah, for sure. I'll start from making a decision. So we heard about this about a month in advance. And like what Rudy says, when it comes to events, you don't want to miss it as much as possible, especially if you qualify for it. I was still thinking about, does this make sense? Because we missed one prior, which is Texas. They had a March Madness, I think it was in March. And that one we didn't go to. We made a collective, Sniper Nations as a whole, that, you know, a lot of the leaders weren't going. I know there were small pockets that ended up going, but there was so much things going on in the air with COVID-19, with the rules, everything was happening, a lot of uncertainty. So we missed that one. The next one opportunity where it came up, where we heard that Bryce Thompson was doing the event. This is a young millennial, you know, who's been in the business for about 4 to 5 years. And he really kind of changed and elevated network marketing space in the general. We were like, yo, whatever we got to do, we got to make this event. We probably can't bring as many people as we wanted to this event, because we know exactly how everything is. And, you know, having to take a COVID test before, having to quarantine, we knew it was going to be difficult, but at least we had to bring some people there, right? So I started communicating as soon as I knew about it to those I was close with within the organization. I was letting them know. And for me, it was just making a decision and going off your question, to be honest with you, we all go through life. And anybody that knows me, sometimes, you know, I may not say certain things. I may not be let people know, because I don't like to talk about problems. I'm a solution-oriented person, right? Being an entrepreneur, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's phenomenal, but we have our moments where we go through life, right? We're real life firefighters, right? Sometimes, well, I always say this, you know, not all doctors wear white robes or you know, doctors come in different shapes and formats, right? So sometimes we got to fix problems. Sometimes we got to find cures. Sometimes we got to perform surgery on certain situations in life, and we just got to go through it. So I did what I could to get out here as much as possible and make sure I pre-planned. But even with pre-planning, things still ended up happening. Some of you may know or may not know, car got into an accident, and I don't drive no regular car. So, you know, that kind of hit me unexpectedly. And it was an expense that I thought was going to take me out. But, you know, God makes no mistakes. Things happen for a reason. You know, being an avid investor and being liquid, make this trip possible. And unfortunately, I had to move some money around, I had to sell some crypto, which I don't recommend, especially as the market was going down. Some people will call it bad timing, but honestly, everything happens for its right purpose. Had to do certain things, had to move money around. And this was really proper planning in general, like always having, I need to switch this name. Instead of emergency fund, I need to start calling it financial freedom fund, because anytime I take money out of it, I got to put money back in. I got to back invest to make sure this financial freedom account not only take care of me, but takes care of my moms, takes care of my environment. Because a lot of people are relying on my success, or a lot of people are relying on, the things that I had to do. And for our entire organization, Money Club, I see where we were last year. I know where we can potentially go. And I knew that if I missed this event, it would hurt the entire organization. And if I didn't bring anybody with me, even worse. I need other people to experience it. I need other people to see it with me. So that way our trainings can be better. That way I know that lives are going to be shifted. I know that even Ashley, she made it down last night too. Her life's going to be shifted. Her information of meeting crypto millionaires, multimillionaires, and crypto billionaires is now going to advance her knowledge that she can pour into the family, right? So I know proximity is key. And sometimes being in an environment when you're around negative people, it hurts your growth. It stunts your growth. Sometimes being in proximity of people who've never created any type of financial freedom for themselves, or haven't done anything massively significant that's life-changing, generational breaking, is going to be tough for you to experience or even believe it's possible. So for me, big word, if you don't take away anything from that question that Matthew asked, it requires making a decision and making sacrifices, right? You got to make sacrifices. So I had to sacrifice, unfortunately, some crypto portfolio. It was profits at the end of the day. Like I got into certain coins at a fairly young stage. I'm gonna be honest, half of my Cardano portfolio I had to put into this trip and kind of, spend money I didn't want to spend. But I understand that, scare money don't make no money. And at the same time too, I had to make that sacrifice to make sure that we constantly grow. I'm committed to growth. And for me, I go all in for anything I truly care about or believe in. I go all in, and some of you guys may know that I had conversations with me as well too. I'll go all in for any one of you guys on this call right now. Like literally anything you guys need, for the most part, if I'm capable of doing it, I'm gonna go all in for every single one of you guys and make that sacrifice, whatever it takes to see TMC impact 1,000, to see everybody impact 1,000, see everybody make at least $1,000 consistently every single day. And guys, I want you to understand, on this call, there's people right now that are getting paid. I'm gonna be honest with you, paid. Like literally paid. Like regardless of this network marketing stuff, because I get it. Some people, you guys have a hard time building the business. It's tough. The hardest rank is P150. It's very difficult. I get it. But this platform, like what Rudy just mentioned before, you can be in an environment, sit down to somebody, and they're making 7 figures, right? They're making, they probably cleared 100,000 in one day. People are making money through this company by plugging with the academy. It's hard to believe because you haven't experienced it before or haven't seen it before, but the same thing you're able to do with $100, same thing you're gonna do with 1,000, same thing you're gonna do with 10,000, same thing you're gonna do with 6 figures. It all starts from somewhere. So making a sacrifice, making a decision, to answer your question, I put it all on the line, and, I wouldn't want to say I spent my last, but like, I sacrificed a lot to be out here, and I know it's going to pay off. I may not physically see it, but I believe it's going to work. And you guys are going to see the product of what's going to happen for everything in general, what we're going to do as a community, as a team, as an organization. And you guys are experiencing it right now as we speak. Like Matthew couldn't make it, and boom, this event has been phenomenal. I've been seeing the content. I've seen the house being filled up. I've been seeing people taking notes. I've been seeing the shift. And I don't like to talk about what's to come because I love to see it more than anything. But I believe and I know what's going to happen. So guys, to answer your question, sometimes you got to sacrifice, and it will pay off. It will definitely pay off. Hopefully that answers the question, bro, fam. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Thank you. I want to ask you one more question, but before I do, I want to see you. I'm seeing Justin at the poolside. Justin, are you able to kind of pour in for a little bit? I don't know if he's available, but I seen it. You were typing how, you know, you escorted Honey Morgan up with Lewis and you got to shake hands with Maddie Pips. I'm going to pin you and spotlight you, replace that spotlight. Tell us a little bit about Miami, the experience. How has it been for you? Just share with us. Try to transmute as much energy, as much as the vibe as humanly possible. Like I want to feel like I'm in that pool with you.
For sure. Guys, honest to God, this right here has probably been one of my favorite sacrifices I've ever done in my life, right? The reason being is because right now I've seen, it's only been 2 days that I've been here, but the proximity that I've been around already is phenomenal. Guys, I didn't expect to be with a C25 in my proximity. Guys, do you guys not really realize the power of a C25? He said the same things over and over and over. The same things we hear over and over again. But the problem is sometimes we get the law of familiarity. It's the same voices being heard over and over and over again. But when you're in person and they say the same thing and you feel the energy that they pour in with every single word that they say, it just hits different, right? So for me, just like Shaq did too, yo, I sacrificed some crypto. I hated to see that thing go, right? My crypto portfolio took a hit, but I understood that, you know, this is an expense, this is an investment I'm gonna put into my business to make sure that it grows going forward, right? If I can ever say anything to you guys, make this necessary sacrifices. If you feel like you're quote unquote stuck, you're really not stuck, right? You're not stuck whatsoever, right? You just need to make the next move, the right move, right? Some of the right sacrifices in order to elevate. All right, guys, it's so important to make sure that you go to the events that you qualify for, right? There's P2 event and above events that's supposed to be happening right now. I'm not a P2, but I'm still going, right? Because the proximity and the value that's going to be in there is going to be nuts, right? Getting the chance to actually be around all those different chairmen, getting their trade house chairman jackets, right, was a whole nother vibe. I wasn't supposed to be there. I really wasn't, right? And I'm gonna shout out Sally because Sally knows that I've been doing a lot more spiritual work, right? I've been praying to God a lot more. I've been speaking to him. I've been building my relationship and really saying thank you for the things he's blessed me with up until this day and up until this trip. What did he do? He blessed me even more, right? He didn't speak to me directly, but to me, I truly see that through Lewis, he spoke through Lewis to me. And then he was able to get me into that proximity that I needed to be around to build up my belief even more, right? If you thought my belief in this business and our team and our squad was already there, guys, it's gonna be a whole nother level, an absolutely whole nother level, all right? Right? Sometimes you really need to get out of your zone. You have to get out of the city that you're in. You have to get out of, you know, the province, the country, whatever it might be, because sometimes that's holding you in, right? Sometimes that's a cage that's actually holding you back, right? So you need to get out, right? I know it's tough right now. I know there's a lockdown back home. There's a lot of sacrifice happening right now. People are giving me a lot of BS for being out here. But guess what? The opinions of others are not going to fill our bank accounts, right? It's not going to fill our crypto portfolio. But sometimes we need to make the necessary moves in order to elevate, guys, right? Don't let any of the negativity and all the FUD stop you from being great, right? Even up until the day that I got into the plane, I had FUD. I had a lot of things telling me that I shouldn't be doing this. But at the same time, I still knew that I needed to be here. I needed to be here. And the last thing I need you guys to do and understand that is make sure if you need help, guys, ask for the help. Just ask for the help, right? Closed mouths don't get fed, but get the help, get the help, get the help, get the help. Matthew, I appreciate you for honestly doing this because, right, for a lot of the people, the situation that they're in, they couldn't come here, right? Not many of us could have come here. But the fact that you bridge that gap for everybody to still witness and still have an experience, even without being in the proximity, yo, hats off to you, brother, right? That's a true leader right there. You guys should understand that the leadership that's about to be growing and happening in this family, and you can see it and you're witnessing it, right? You're a part of it right now. Guys, be super, super grateful. Remember, we don't have to be doing this, but we do it out of love, right? We lead with love. And I know Matt has so much love for every single one of the people that are on this call right here. So put in your calendar, guys, August 12th to 14th, right? We are making a trip. Do what you have to do. We are making the trip as a family, as a community. 4 people for TMC to be at this convention is not enough, right? We're rolling 100 deep minimum, all right? 100 minimum to the next event, right? We're showing up, right? We're gonna be TMC swagged out. They're gonna know who TMC is. They're gonna know, all right? They really gonna know, all right? I seen some other teams out there with their swag. They don't have swag like us. They don't, all right? We're gonna put Canada on the map. And the next thing that I've really been manifesting with a lot of people here, guys, we are gonna fill up the Air Canada Center. I know Scotiabank, whatever, but we're gonna fill up the ACC. All right, 15,000. That's nothing what we're gonna do back home in Canada. All right, manifest that right now with me, guys. I want you guys to say it right now. We will fill up the ACC, hosted by Sniper Nation and TMC. We're coming out, guys. We're coming out. They're gonna know who we are. We're putting Canada on the map. All right, guys. I love you guys all. I love you guys all. Keep grinding, keep pushing, keep pushing. We are gaining as much value as we can because we're coming back home with so much sauce for you guys. I love every single one of you guys. Keep going, keep pushing, keep going. Love y'all.
Thank you, Justin, for that great and tremendous value. Definitely appreciate it. Like as on poolside, Cannon, honestly, like, yeah, like that's the energy, that's the vibe. Super love it. Thanks, brother. If you got value from Justin, if you got some of the energy, go ahead and type Miami in the chat. Miami. There you go. Keep typing it. Keep typing Miami's, your Miami's. If you got value from Justin, if you're feeling, some of the sun, because, it was snowing on Friday. Snowing. Miami. But wait, better yet, if you're going to be in Texas, August 12th to the 14th, type in Texas in the chat. Type in Texas. If you're going to be in Texas, type in Texas. Go ahead and type in Texas. Oops. I think I closed my camera. That's okay. Spotlight. I don't know where I am anymore. That's okay. Okay, perfect. All right, no, I'm still seeing Justin, but that's cool. Not a bad sight. But anyways, we're here literally like in this B&B. Shaq said it, he made a sacrifice. Justin said he made a sacrifice. You best believe I made a sacrifice for this, right? You best believe I made the sacrifice. But again, when you're intentional, you know that, again, I'm not looking at, yes, I could invest into this Airbnbs just for the weekend, but I'm not seeing this as just for the weekend. I'm seeing this on what could happen after. Right? You're already promoting Texas. You're already getting the vibe. We're getting energy. We're getting set up for what's to come, right? Think about this. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I built a greenhouse, but I was using that. I built it in the fall for the summer, for the next year, for then on, right? So you have to start planning and preparing ahead of time so that you know and you're literally prepared and set yourself up for success. Literally say, like, again, if you don't plan, you're going to plan to fail, right? These things were planned. Like I talked to Dre told me, like, yo, Matthew, it's great to come because literally the more, if you could come, it's amazing. But if you can, at least do something for the squad. Say less. Whatever it takes. And I asked Shaq about it. He said, yeah, whatever it takes, I say less. Whatever it takes. So like I said, whatever it took, I made this happen. And yeah, like we're here today. And honestly, it's just the beginning because we got a whole lineup today of trainings, live trading, intro calls, and everything else. And literally, like, the reward's already been sure. Like I've had people from outside of Sniper Nation hit me up to say, oh, I'm in the city. I love what you're doing. Can we network? Can we connect? I said, well, I have to be ethical, but, think about this, right? It just comes from, again, making that sacrifice, being intentional. But then when you do these things, you're having expectation, right? They say even as like a mother is pregnant, even the father is expecting as well too. You're expecting that new thing. You're expecting that new growth. You're expecting something, right? You just don't have that baby and then you're going to throw together your nursery. You put that stuff together already. You're going to paint the room, get the furniture, you're going to get all that stuff prepared. Like Rudy said, you're praising, you're getting ready for that thing before it even happens, right? So think about that. Whatever it is that you want, like Rudy said it, Shaq said it, Justin said it, we've all had that same energy and vibe that you need, and we all need to be, having the energy, making a decision, doing what it takes to shift your proximity, shift your mindset, and then just be consistent for what, again, is up ahead. So again, we got a lot of gems for you, Justin. Thank you, Shaq. If you're here later, I'll ask that question. I do have the next presenter up. We could bring her up ahead of time. And I have phenomenal amount of respect for her. Miss Maria, like literally every time I'm around her, like she's on the phone making calls, she's doing activities, and she's not also doing it for herself. She's also helping other people, building up other people. She's literally been coachable, took the lead and done the extra mile to literally get that advantage, not only for herself, but to bring up other people as well too. So like, again, guys, please help me welcome her to the chat. I don't know if you're available yet. Okay, perfect. I see you. I'm going to spotlight you. Guys, welcome Maria to the chat. Go ahead and type welcome in the chat for Maria. Go ahead and type welcome in the chat. We got 21 people on. I need to see like 21 welcomes. Come on, bro. Everybody drop some welcome in the chat. Drop some welcomes for Maria. Tons of value. I'm super, super excited for, you know, like, again, hearing this presentation, because I want to do the same thing you're doing, Maria. That's why I literally had you in mind. Let's develop some leaders.
Matthew, thank you so much, Matthew. Guys, first of all, I'm so sorry. I am outside right now. If it gets too loud, let me know and I'll actually like go outside, okay? And if ever it cuts out, let me know as well. And I'll pause for 2 seconds. But I just want to give it right back to Matthew, guys. Understand that he put this together because I was like, you know what? I want to be able to develop the people on my team. I want them to get as much value as possible. Let me reach out to the leaders, get them teaching my squad. So you guys are so extremely, extremely grateful to have Matthew as a leader. And he's an individual that always steps up, right? We're missing someone to do orientation call. Matthew right away, like, I want to do orientation call. You know, that's the type of things that leaders need and leaders are doing. So guys, take Matthew as an example. Please make sure you guys are following him, right? Because he is setting the example. You guys are lucky enough to have a leader that leads by example and doesn't just lead by speaking, right? So please take that into consideration. And Matthew, thank you so much for having me on this call. I am going to speak about developing leaders before I do. So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about who I am, because I see a lot of new faces on this call. So welcome to the squad. Super excited to have you guys aboard. My name is Maria Cordoba, 21 years old, from Montreal, actually. And I am currently a P2000. Now, I'm not going to get too much into my early years. I'm going to more so get into like the reason why I hit P2000 and how I was able to develop the leaders to get there, right? So guys, understand that I came into this, right? And I literally went P2000 off of my own strength. So when Matthew asked me to say, Maria, can you talk about how to develop leaders? I was really, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to speak about how to develop leaders when I literally went P2000 off of my own strength, right? I think I had maybe 2 or 3 P150s that were actually building when I went P2000 off my own strength. And I told Shaq, I'm like, Shaq, what am I going to speak about when it comes to developing leaders? And then I was like, okay, got it. I now know what it needs to be able to hit P5. It's develop leaders. But understand, guys, that you should be developing your leaders from the day that you guys hit your first P150, P600, P1000 rank. Something that I personally did not do. And this is something that's going to help you guys skyrocket and reach the level that you need to reach much quicker than I did, because you guys are going to have people to be able to build with you, because building alone is extremely, extremely hard, right? Extremely, extremely hard. Having people build there with you and be able to make them grow and see them level up is something that's much more rewarding than any type of rank that you're going to hit yourself. So how do you develop these leaders? I'm going to go through 4 different things that I'm personally working on right now as a P2000 to help me reach P5000. And that first thing is duplication, right? I actually have this all written down. Give me 1 second. Duplication, okay? Duplication is extremely, extremely important. And I think it's the skill set that is the hardest to develop, right? Because duplication means that you're literally taking yourself, cloning yourself into another person. But the thing is, they are never going to be exactly the way that you want them to be, right? They're never going to be the same exact way that you want them to be. People are going to want to do things differently the way that you do. You're literally there not to force them to do something that they don't want to do. You're there to give them a blueprint. You're giving them a skeleton, and you're allowing them to build onto that skeleton, right? You're allowing them to build onto that skeleton. Understand that it is not going to be done the same way that you're doing it, because people don't understand the reasoning. Some people might not understand the reasoning as behind why you're doing certain things. If they don't understand the reasoning behind why you're doing certain things, they're not going to do it. So you're literally there to give them a skeleton and allow them to put the meat onto the skeleton and allow them to find their way of doing things, because every single person understands and their brains work differently than ours, right? Yes, I'd love to have a Maria that's extremely organized in my squad, but I know that's not going to happen. No one is going to be able to literally duplicate me word for word. I might get close to it, but they're always going to have a way of doing it their own way. And that's something that you need to accept. And it's something that's hard to accept, because when we have one way of doing things, we want people to follow that exact way, but understand that that is not going to happen to the T. So give them the skeleton and allow them to add the meat onto the bones and figure out their way of doing it. And that's what leads me to the second thing, failure, right? And we don't talk about failure enough, okay? We do not talk about failure enough. Failure is okay, because that's what's going to take us to grow. It's what you do with that failure that's going to turn you into the person that you are today. So when you're developing leaders, it is okay to allow them to fail. Okay, it is 100,000% okay to allow them to fail. We always say that our leaders are going to grow through our failures, but guys, individuals are going to grow more through their failures than they're going to go through your failures, because they're going to learn from it. So when someone, guys, you're literally there to allow the person to fail. And once they do fail, guess what you're going to do as a leader? You're going to put that on yourself. What's that going to build? That's going to build trust between you and your other individual, right? So if let's say that your P150 has an idea, your newest IBO has an idea, you're there to allow, don't tell them straight off the bat, no, don't do that. Because what's going to happen, they're going to be scared to come to you about new ideas that they're going to have. You want to allow them to be creative, allow them to bring up their ideas to you, right? Allow them to act upon their ideas that they have. And what's going to happen is that if they fail, you take that on you. But guess what? If they succeed, you give 100,000% of the credit to them. As a leader, you need to put every single failure on yourself and every single success story on them. Every single one of the success stories on them. Understand that this is literally a trial and error business. Okay, this is a trial and error business. You're gonna level up through your trials and errors. If you don't do, guys, oh, I am so sorry. Someone was literally calling me. Can you guys hear me okay, Matthew? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, guys, perfect. So guys, understand that this is literally a trial and error business, right? Allow your individuals to fail. It is okay if they fail. Who, guys, by a drop of ones, who has ever been through a little, like, a bump in the road? Drop some ones in the chat box if you've ever been through a bump in the road. Perfect. And from that, guys, did you guys grow? Did you guys learn from those mistakes that you made? Drop some twos. Exactly. Okay, you're the person you are today because of the trial that you went through. So allow your leaders to make mistakes so that they can grow from and make them stronger. If they quit after that mistake that they made, it's not for them, right? Hold on, guys, there's a lot of people talking. Let me head outside. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, this is so much calmer. I was like in there, everyone was talking. Perfect. So guys, exactly. So allow them to grow. So that's the first thing, was duplication. Second thing was failure, right? Now, my third thing, guys, is guidance, okay? Understand that as a P150, a P600, a P1000, a P2000, you're there to guide your team. You're not there to force anything upon them, right? You're not there to force anything upon them. You cannot turn somebody that doesn't want to build into someone that wants to build. Okay, you cannot force someone to do something that they don't want to do, or else they're going to resent you and they're going to quit. They're going to quit. I promise you, it's happened to me. You do not want to force someone to do something that they don't want to do, because this is a voluntary army. Understand that you are leading a voluntary army. If someone doesn't want to do something, they're not going to do it. No matter how much you insist, no matter, you're literally wasting your energy on someone that doesn't want to do something that they don't want to do. So stop trying to transform somebody into something that they don't want to be. So when they come into this is why we ask people, what are your goals? What are your why? Or else we wouldn't ask them, what are your goals and your why? The reason why we ask people, what are your goals? What are your why? Is because we want to help them achieve their goals and their why. We want to help them achieve their goals and their why. Not your goals and your whys, their goals and their whys, right? So when they come into this, the major mistake that we make is that we don't listen to what they want. We think we're listening, but we're listening to speak. We're not listening to understand what they want. So guys, what I want you to start doing is start listening and understanding what they want for themselves and help them achieve exactly that. You're here as a mentor, you're not here as a dictator. And you need to be able to meet people where they're at, right? And this is something that I forget exactly which chairman did this training on, but this training stuck to me for a very, very long time, right? They were classifying people. So you're gonna have your ones, your threes, your fives, and your sevens, okay? Your ones are gonna be purely customers, okay? Your ones are gonna be purely customers. Your threes they are going to be your individuals that, you know, they might bring 1 or 2 people in. So they might hit 2 and free, lose it, then hit 2 and free, lose it, hit 2 and free, lose it. Your 5s are going to be your individuals. They're going to go P150, P600, you know, P1000, P2000. Your 7s are going to be the individuals. Those are going to be like your aces. Those are going to be the individuals that are going to hit P5. They're going to hit chairman. Those are your leaders. You're extremely, extremely strong leaders. So this is something literally that I was speaking to Andre the other day. And, you know, I had someone on my team. I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I'm not going to name any names. I had someone on my team and I was like, you know, they're XX rank and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And he told me, Maria, you need to meet them where they're at. Maybe you're trying to force someone out of a leader that isn't a leader, right? So stop trying to make a person a 1, turn them into a 5. Stop trying to turn a 3 into a 7. Stop trying to turn a 5 into a 7 and meet people where they're at, right? And that's something that I feel we fail a lot at, because we think we know what someone wants, but we don't know what they want because we never really ask them. You know, what I suggest you guys do, go back, get on a call with your leaders and ask them, what do you want out of this business? Like, what do you truly want out of this business? Because I promise you, everybody's saying, hey, I want to go chairman, chairman, 1, 2, 3, chairman. And some people don't even want to be chairman. They're content with P1000, they're content with P2000, and you're out here telling them that they need to go hit chairman. Right? Meet them where they're at. Not every single person wants to go chairman the way that you guys do. And it's okay. It is completely okay, because understand that we're in a business where 85% of your team are going to be purely customers, 15% of your team are going to be builders. Okay, that's literally the ratio. 85% are going to be customers or 2 and frees, and then 15% are going to be leaders, are going to be individuals that really want to take this seriously and be IBOs. So it is okay that not every single person on your team is going to build, and you need to accept that and stop wanting your team to build for you and start building for yourself, and let the individuals that really, really want to build come with you. Okay? The individuals that really want to build, they're going to step up and become leaders, but stop trying to force somebody to be a leader when they're not and when they don't want to be a leader. There's a difference between giving someone a push to bring their leader side out, and there's a difference between taking somebody and forcing them to do something they don't want to do. Guys, is this making sense to everybody? Drop some ones. Drop some ones in the chat box for me. Is this is making sense to everybody? And I want everybody to go into the chat box and write voluntary army. Write voluntary army for me. Oh. I love it. 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 Perfect. Perfect, guys. So that's my 3rd thing. Now I'm actually gonna leave it up for wow, I'm going through this quicker. Oh, because I started earlier too. True. Okay. I'm gonna go through the next step, and then I'm gonna leave it up for a couple of questions. If you guys have questions, I'll kind of just do a resume. Now, the 4th thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I think this is probably the most important part that I'm going to talk to you guys about, is understanding your leaders, understanding your team. And this is not even on a business side of things. This is literally understanding them as a person. And this all starts with the 4 personality types. You need to understand your team's personality, because the way that you talk to somebody is not going to be the same way you talk to somebody else, because they're not going to react to it the same way. And if you don't know that about your leaders, that means you're failing at something. You're not contacting them if you don't know them on a more personal level, right? So you're going to have 4 types of personality types, okay? And there's different ways that people talk about this, okay? But the way that Andre taught me are, 1, you're going to have your urchins, okay? Now, these urchins are individuals that are extremely, extremely analytical, okay? They are extremely, extremely, extremely analytical, okay? So you're going to have your urchins. This is also a blue personality, okay? So urchins are blue personalities, okay? Your 2nd type of person is going to be a shark. These are individuals that literally are just there for the money. They don't care how to get it, where to get it from, but they're just there for the money. Sharks. Okay, sharks are going to be considered more so your red personality. Okay, so shark can be associated with red personality. Then you're also going to have your whales. Okay, now your whales are individuals that are extremely, extremely caring. They have such empathy for individuals. They love helping people out, but they are extremely, extremely, extremely caring. And these are also going to be your green personality types. Okay, so your whale is also your green. And then you're going to have the dolphin. Okay, the dolphin is literally individuals that love having fun. Okay, if you put them in a room, sit them down, and that's the type of individual that did not like going to class. Okay, because they literally just want to have fun. That's like the type of individual that was just waiting for recess. Okay, to be able to go out, meet with their friends. They're extremely, extremely social. And that's also your yellow personality type. So the reason why you want to be able to identify which type of person that you're speaking to is because understand that, for example, if I'm talking to a whale, I need to be much more empathetic than if I'm talking to a shark, right? If I'm trying to explain something to, for example, someone that's extremely analytical, I'm probably going to be more in detail. When if I'm talking to someone that's a dolphin, best believe I'm not going to get into the details. They just want to have fun. They'll probably forget half of the things that I say will probably go over their heads. So really sit down and ask yourself, okay, these are the types of individuals that I have on my team, and understand that you're going to have to speak to them different ways, right? Because some people won't understand what you're saying when you say a specific way that tailors to a different type of personality. And this is something that I still struggle with. Okay, I struggle with this immensely. I am a person that was raised by myself. I'm an only child. So trying to understand other types of personalities was extremely hard for me. But what really, really helped me out, and there's 2 books that I'm going to suggest to you guys. One, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And 2, Surrounded by Idiots, that talks about, it's not actually surrounded by idiots. Like, the book's name is Surrounded by Idiots, but it's not talking about like, what do you do when you're surrounded by idiots? It's talking about the different personality types. Okay, so How to Win Friends and Influence People and Surrounded by Idiots. They're going to, who put you on? I don't know, Shaq. I'm not too sure who put me on. I'm joking, guys. Shaq put me onto Surrounded by Idiots. It's extremely, extremely good book. It literally what it gives you different scenarios and how different personality types react to it and how you're supposed to react to those personality types. I really, really highly suggest you guys read that, guys. That's going to help you keep retention, because when you understand your leaders, that's when your team is actually going to grow, and because they're going to trust you. Okay, they're going to trust you a lot. And literally, guys, that is the training that I wanted to give you guys. So I'm just going to do a little resume of the 4 personality, the four things that I spoke about, and then I'm going to leave it open. Is it okay if I leave it open for a couple questions, Matthew? Okay, perfect. Okay, so 1, duplication, right? Understand that individuals are not going to do the same things that you're going to do, but you want to set a schedule. You want to set a skeleton so that everybody's doing it similarly. Okay, this literally, I think we've noticed this in Andre's business. We all have the same template, but the way that I run my team is different to the way that Shaq runs his team. It's different to the way that Rudy runs his team. It's different to the way that Matthew runs his team. It's different than the way that Itzel runs their team, but we all have the same structure. It's different building blocks that are added onto that structure, right? So 1, duplication. 2, failure, right? Understand that failure is okay, and that you need to allow your team to fail so that they can grow from it. And this is the most important part about the failure side of things. If your team fails at something, you take 100% of the blame. If your team succeeds at something, you leave 100% of the credit to them, right? 3, guidance. Listen to what it is that your team wants and help them achieve exactly what it is that they want to achieve, right? Stop forcing something. Stop forcing your beliefs and what you want on them just because you want to achieve it. Help them achieve what they want, and by consequence, you'll achieve what you want. And then 4th is understanding your leaders. You need to take a lot of your time understanding your leaders, calling them. Stop talking to them about just business. Talk to them about them. Okay, talk to them about them. And I promise you're not going to build just a leader-mentor relationship. You're going to build an actual genuine friendship with these individuals. Understand that your team has to be like your family. Okay, your team has to be like your family. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna leave it up for questions. So if anybody has any questions, I am more than happy to answer those. Does anybody have any questions?
I have one. I'll start it off.
Yes,
so
go ahead,
you
Matthew.
mentioned the
Sorry.
4 personality types.
Yeah.
Have you come across anybody that is like a hybrid, maybe like a mix of 2 or a blend? And how would you kind of approach that?
Got you. So basically, everybody's gonna have one predominant personality type, but everybody always has a mix of them. Okay. It's honestly, you wanna in Surrounded by Idiots, they talk about this, that everybody's gonna have a mix of multiple of them. It's just being able to respond to the major, like the predominant one is probably the most important part. But also, as you get to know your leaders, you'll know, for example, in this aspect they'll react this way, in this aspect they'll react that way, in this aspect they'll react that way. So it's mostly just getting to know your leaders, and once again, it's trial and error, right? It's literally trial and error as well as you get to know these personalities. Yes. What questions do you ask to find out the personality type? I don't really ask any questions, to be honest. You kind of just read it off of people. You have to, and this is something you have to practice. You have to get good at reading individuals, especially in the type of business that we are, where we work with individuals. You literally have to get good at reading them, and pay attention to the way that they act. For example, the way that they are in the social scene. If they're extremely, if they talk a lot, that's your dolphin, right? Your whale would be more so someone that wants to help in a social scene, right? Who else? We have our urchin. Your urchin is someone that's, for example, extremely analytical. That's the type of person that's not going to talk a lot, but when they talk with reason, right? They won't just talk to say anything. They'll talk for a specific reason because they're extremely analytical. And then you're going to have your shark. Your shark, the type of individual that sharks are extremely they're very blunt, so they're very straightforward. Your sharks are extremely straightforward. That's just read the book, and I promise you, after you read the book, you'll be like, okay, you'll be like, oh, this person definitely that, this person is definitely that, this person is definitely that. And that's how you kind of get to know the personality types. Yes. Does anybody have any more questions?
Please repeat the name of the book.
I have a question for you.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry, Sally. Go ahead.
Okay, Mariah. My question was, how do you handle people who sign up and they don't want to plug into anything? They don't allow you to pour in value to them.
You're going to have a lot of individuals like that. Honestly, that's something that I struggle with a lot, but it's just understanding that, individuals in this type of business, there's a ratio to it, right? The majority of individuals are only going to be here for about 2 to 3 months. If they pass the 3-month mark, they'll probably be here much longer because they see the value in it. But some individuals come into this thinking that it's going to be given to them, and that's not the case, right? And that's probably the type of individual that you're probably dealing with. And just understand that, I know it's kind of blunt to say it, but everyone's replaceable. So stop pouring so much energy and time into this. Something that a lot of people do is that they pour so much time and energy into somebody because they want them to start plugging in. When they want them to start plugging in, when there's somebody that's already plugging in that wants your attention, right? There's someone that's already plugging in that wants your attention. So spend as much time as you can with the individuals that want and that are actually pushing because they want to be able to achieve in this, and stop spending so much time on the individuals that don't really see the value. And what I do, and this is something that I learned from Andre, is a 3-strike rule, right? And after the 3rd time, you're not showing any signs, I'm not giving up on you, but you're going to have to contact me before I contact you. Right? Your time is extremely valuable, extremely. That's the only thing in life that we can't get back, time. So don't make sure you're not wasting on individuals that don't deserve your time. But always pour value and energy into individuals, but just make sure you're pouring into the right individuals.
Thank you.
No problem. I know we had one more question.
Yes, Maria, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Being there at IM3, seeing all the chairmen and all the events and all the trainings, I want to know what really stood out for you. What was that pivotal moment, if there was one? I know there was a lot, but if you could lay it down to one, I want to know what it is.
I think the thing that struck me the most is how normal these chairmen are. Honestly, the fact that all of them started from where we are, every single one of them was a P150. Every single one of them had to go through P600, P1000, P2000. So they all literally went through the same adversities that we're going through right now, except that they were able to overcome them. And the fact that they literally said there's no secret sauce. The only secret sauce that they have is literally determination and just getting to where it is that they are right now. Right? That's the only thing differencing us between the chairmen is that they were determined to do so. But I think the thing that struck me the most is just seeing how normal they are. It's like you get there and you're like, you're expecting something, like you're expecting them to look like God, but they don't. They're literally just like you and I. They're extremely normal. So it's like anyone can literally succeed at this, and just hearing them stories. And honestly, seeing so many chairman 25, so many chairman 50s, like I wasn't expecting to see that amount of success there. But there are like, guys, I promise you, Trade House has like over 100, 200 chairmen, and just being able to see that they paved the way for us to do it in Canada. Like, honestly, there's no reason as to why we can't pack a stadium with 14,000, 20,000, 30,000 people. And like, I know that we can do it in Canada. It's just that we just need to like push more. We're too complacent to where we are right now. We're extremely complacent, and we just have to get out of our comfort zone and just push harder. Like, that's the thing that marked me the most.
Amazing. Thank you.
No problem. Does anybody else have any questions? If not, I'm going to pass it right back to Matthew. I want to thank you guys so much for having me on this call. I'm extremely grateful, extremely appreciative. I cannot wait to see you guys all at the top, because obviously, guys, the bottom is way too crowded. I hope you guys get an immense amount of value from the next speakers that are going to come, because I know you guys definitely will. But thank you so much, Matthew. Have an amazing day, guys, and hope to see you guys all out in Dallas. So I'm excited to meet everybody. Thank you,
I'd like
Matthew.
to ask you one more question, Maria, while we have you here. So I know you said, you hit P2 on your own strength. I know you can't give us all the sauce. Well, tell us about your daily activities, because I see you brand like few do.
Got you. So my daily, I'm very structured with the way that I do my day. First thing I do, wake up, breakfast, guys, please don't forget to eat breakfast. Like, breakfast is extremely important. It's going to give you the energy to fuel your day. And then I do personal development. If I work out more so in the like late morning. Okay. Hold on. And then I get straight into calls. So I structure my day during the morning, during like the early afternoon, it's all calls directed towards my team. And then in the late afternoon, it's all towards prospecting, talking to prospects, doing income producing activities. Yeah. What's your idea of personal development? Honestly, people think that personal development is only books and audios. I personally think that personal development is anything that's going to grow your mind. Okay. For example, to me, personal development when I used to play basketball was pushing myself out of my comfort zone, out of my limits physically, because I knew that made my mind stronger. Right. But personal development can come in a lot of different ways. The most direct way of personal development is more so books, audiobooks, listening to trainings and stuff like that. But there's a lot of ways that you can push yourself to be stronger mentally. Yes. If not, guys, I wish I could speak to you guys more, but I literally have to go because my food is getting cold. My food's been out there for 20 minutes. But thank you so much for having me on this call. Extremely appreciative. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And I will see you guys soon in Dallas.
Thank you so much, Maria. Just look at this as you're about to go eat. Guys, if you got value from Maria, tell us she earned her meal. Tell us well-earned. Type in well-earned in the chat. Well-earned. Well-earned. Thank you. I know I got a lot of value from that. So, enjoy that food. Send it back if you need to. I don't know. But yeah, definitely thank you for that. Definitely thank you. We'll remove that pin. And I don't know, like, let me see if I could bring it back. Shaq, I had one question for you. I'm not sure if you could answer it if you're available. But if not, that's fine too. I could definitely kind of expound a little bit more until we get our next speaker on the call. Don't think he's here just yet. No, he was traveling today, so I'm actually super happy that he still wanted to do this so we could catch the vibe. But yeah, definitely, right? Like, again, if you're getting value from this call, honestly, just drop some ones, right? If you're getting value from this call, drop some ones as well too. And we're gonna keep it moving. So guys, while we're waiting, if you were on this weekend, right? Drop one thing you learned from any of the presenters, right? One thing that you learned, because I know not everybody here was on all the calls, right? And we all learn things differently, even if we were at the same event. We all experience them differently, right? Drop one thing that you learned from the event. Give me one, guys. Drop and give me one. Go through your notes, go through what you remember, what you experienced. What was one thing that you learned? Justin says process. I'm sure that's ingrained into him. Amanda says unrelentless.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, right. We got persistent. Right. Go ahead and drop it. Guys. And if you got two from me, if you already dropped one, go ahead and drop two. Give me two. All right. If you haven't dropped one, because you took so long, let me get two. Right. This is how I do my personal training clients. You want to complain? Go ahead and give me another one. Right. Go ahead and give me another one. Drop it, get some great value. Begin with the end in mind. I love that. Justin gave me another one. Purpose, definitely, right? We're all getting gems. Go ahead and keep dropping it, guys. Go through your notes. Drop them. Keep going. Don't stop. Like, we're all getting tremendous value out of this. We're all getting tremendous value out of this. Let's see, most people start from the outside and not the inside, outside in and not inside out. You got fierce, obsession, concentration, unrelentless, sacrifice, and that all stands for focus, right? A lot of great teachings. Why, what, how, right? Justin said that. We all had the different circles. I don't know, do you have the note to the circles? Can I show it for a second? Look at this, guys. We have our what, how, and why, right? Showing you again how you're gonna go ahead and literally break down what it is, how you're gonna go about doing it, but literally why it's important, right? Impacting the lives, and the how is the strategies. What we have is already so valuable, like plugging people in, and what, of course, is what it is that we do. So it gets easier as you practice. But listen, guys, if you're not taking notes of the chat, guys, this is tremendous value here, guys, that we need to be taking advantage of. And we just need to be taking advantage of. All right. So I just heard back. You got Money Mason. He said he's just landing. So we're going to give him a little bit more time for him to get on, because I know he has a lot of value talking about impact, right? I've met Mason once in person, and honestly, like, he's a whole energy vibe, right? Like, and he's been impacting people literally from all over. I'm going to let him tell a story about the value of impact, but literally, guys, it's going to be a lot. So what we're going to do, right? Again, keep dropping your notes. Here we got Pookie dropped one. Your mentality is key, but some of us are using the wrong key. Deep. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let me write that one down quick. Thank you for that. Right? Thank you for that. So what we're going to do, guys, we'll take a short break. Take 5 minutes. So if you guys need to stretch your legs, you can stretch. If you need to go ahead and, go to the bathroom, we'll give you 5 minutes and play a song in the background. And yeah, like, again, we should be good to go. We should be up and running. And we'll see you on the other side of that. I think he's here, but I don't know. Mason, I just said we're gonna take a little 5-minute break, and you literally came on just in that time. You said, "Don't bring me up yet." All right, cool. Literally, we just said we're gonna take a break. Yeah. You good, bro? You good? We were about to take a break. I just seen you jump in. Appreciate you. So yeah, we'll resume in a second.
Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business. It go different day, different fit, different plane, different trips, foreign exchange, catching pips, do or die. You and I are not the same. 235 is all that I had to bring. Yeah, you gotta have a why. It gotta make sense. It gotta make you cry. Think and grow rich, can't spell belief without the lie. If you ain't signing up, I'm cutting ties. Bye. So how you gonna sit here and watch? You tryna invest in stocks. Cause you rather punch in that clock. So how can we meet at the top? Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business. Guapanese the language. I was going through some phases. Know my life needed changes. That's when I started trading. Chalk my boss the deuce. Now my life amazing. You can do it too, but you're lazy. You can catch me in the Caymans. KYD on me. Harmonic scanner busting, lot size increase. No SL, it's all TP. My life be bullish, up is all I see, you dig? So how you gonna sit here and watch? You tryna invest in stocks. Cause you rather punch in that clock. So how can we meet at the top? Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, then you tripping. You better get down with the business.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really good, no, perfect words that make your writing sharp, or explicit, or excellent, or...
Whoa, shake. Yeah, we finna shake the bank. Whoa. Turn her up cause she ranked. Whoa. TP getting spanked. Smack, smack. Whoa. Grab her pips by the waist. Whoa. Bust it down for the trade. Whoa. Put the profits in my face. Put it in my face. Whoa. Drop it low, that's a sale. Whoa. Bounce that cash, that's a sale. Whoa. She love the hundreds, I could tell. She love them hundreds. Whoa. Back office looking right. Whoa. Cryptocurrency her type. Whoa. Now all my coins get swiped. Swipe. Throw that fat stack on the float. Pick it up. Count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut. Whoa. Throw that fat stack on the float. Pick it up. Count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut. She trying to catch this sauce, I tell you. Recognize the big boss, I tell you. Bank account so far from failure. House on the hill, we far from neighbors. All I need is a pit bet with a big step. Up the lot size, that's a big bet. Play your cards right, that's a lit deck. Getting money, it's a big yep. When the market get to dropping, I just came collect the profit. Binary, my primary, I don't see another option. Just realize how I let life be after seeing those deposits. Get the conversation, not Guapanese, please choose another topic. Whoa, shake. Yeah, we finna shake the bank. Whoa. Turn her up cause she ranked. Whoa. TP getting spanked. Smack, smack. Whoa. Grab the pips by the waist, bust it down for the trade. Put the profits in my face. Put it in my face. Drop it low, that's a sale. Bounce that cash, that's a sale. She love the hundreds, I could tell. She love them hundreds. Back office looking right. Cryptocurrency her type. Now all my coins get swiped. Throw that fat stack on the floor, pick it up, count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut. Throw that fat stack on the floor, pick it up, count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut. If she know the signal, I gotta catch it. She make a fiend for it like an addict. Making money daily became a habit. Chairwoman only don't like a ratchet. I built a solid team with a solid dream. Trading from the phone, that's a solid stream. She focus on millions, you making means. She got the euro bustin' like she European. Got the team winning, that's an obligation. A friend shaking too, that's duplication. Watch the money move, all it take is pace. She a trillionaire, that's her affirmation. And her checks come with commas. She never stressed about them dollars. Not impressed by none of your money, cause she'll still flex on a baller. Shake. Yeah, we finna shake the bank. Turn her up cause she ranked. TP getting spanked. Smack, smack. Grab the pips by the waist. Bust it down for the trade. Put the profits in my face. Put it in my face. Drop it low, that's a sale. Bounce that cash, that's a sale. She love the hundreds, I could tell. She love them hundreds. Back office looking right. Cryptocurrency her type. Now all my coins get swiped. Throw that fat stack on the floor, pick it up, count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut. Throw that fat stack on the floor, pick it up, count the money in your hand. Don't get a paper cut.
All right, guys, we are back. Let me just mute this TV for the feedback. There we go. Mr. Mason, there he is. So I know you're still on the flight. So I definitely do appreciate you guys. And like I said, I kind of brought you up a little bit before, but literally, family, like again, I have tremendous amount of respect for you from the time I saw you at that summer party in the mansion. And literally he was talking about all the impact, and I've been seeing him, you know, he'll tell you about his story. He'll tell you about how he's impacted people. Like, I don't want to take that thunder away, but literally, guys, like, the amount of respect that I have for this guy is amazing, because it's literally like, I met him online, and when you see somebody in person, it's just like, and now you start to connect, then the relationship starts building, and then you start to feel the energy, then it's like, you're in it shoulder to shoulder. So, you know, definitely gonna bring him up and have you share. Let me find your screen so I could pin you. Where are you? Hold on one second. There you are. More spotlight.
Let's go. Welcome. Yo, guys, if you guys can hear me, drop some 88s in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear. Okay. I see him coming in. Amazing. Yo, first of all, I wanna really thank you guys for really allowing me to really come over here and just give you guys as much value as I can. I really want to let you guys know that the amount of success and the amount of growth I've seen Matthew within the last year is extremely insane. You guys are super excited. Super blessed to have an individual like Matthew, a part of the Money Club, going crazy, running up the sprout, running up the crew. So big shout out to y'all. I see y'all do y'all big things with the Money Club. So I love it. Guys, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time because yes, I am on a flight on my way to Miami. And I really just want to hop on here, really just give you guys my story, give you guys why I decided to go all in with this opportunity, why I decided to impact lives and really continue to make that decision every single day. Because it's not just it's not just a one decision. That first decision, once you really begin to start to impact lives, or once you make that decision that you want to begin impacting lives with this opportunity, that's a big milestone, right? But you got to continue making that. You got to continually make that decision every single day. Every time you wake up, you gotta remind yourself, EFD, every freaking day, right? Every freaking day you gotta get up and really begin to impact lives, because it's not just that, it's not just impacting lives we're doing, right? We really got to understand that we impacted families, right? When we sign somebody up, when we give somebody the vision, when we really, help somebody take we help that first person hit their TP, or we help that first person clear their first trade, right? We're not just helping them, right? We're impacting families. We're helping the average individual understand that they can now make what they make in an hour, in a minute, in 2 minutes, right? And we do this every single day, right? So it's just a continuation of being obsessed, like I love when I said, right? So if you guys don't know me, my name is Mason. I'm 25 years old. I'm originally from California. And I actually moved to Buffalo, New York, a little over 7 years ago. For me growing up, you see, I always thought I knew I was going to be impacting lives. I knew I was going to be doing something. I just didn't know how or where I was going to do it. You see, Shaq earlier today talked about that burning desire, and without me actually knowing it, when I was younger, I had that burning desire, that burning sensation to really be able to impact lives. And from growing up, like somebody said, I dare you. I was always that individual to do that dare. And I thought, I'm gonna be real, I thought something was wrong with me. But when I turned 18, I kind of took a look on my life and realized that 95% of my life was completely based on doing what most people are scared to do. I completely seen that and ran with it, right? I did what most people are scared to do, that during the United States Army. I spent 4.5 years active duty, became National Guard, and then I had the opportunity to continue on with my nursing career, right? So I was a medic in the Army for 4.5 years active, became National Guard, went to a 4-year university, became an RN, and like I love the fact that I was able to impact lives every single day, helping people save lives, helping a lot of people do a lot of different things. Coming back from crazy accidents, and really helping them come back to live somewhat of a normal life. And and everything was going great. I'm gonna be real, everything was going great. I was working for 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. I was loving what I do, right? I ended up having a beautiful baby girl, and that's kind of like when everything changed for me. That's kind of when I had to make that decision to really change the way I thought, simply because that I was working 12, 13, 14-hour shifts in the ER, and I started missing out important times with my daughter, first time walking, first time talking, and things of that nature. And I was like, yo, this can't be how, right? This can't be how like the rich and wealthy people live. They never really have to make the decision whether to spend time with their family or go to work to provide for their family. And I quickly made that change. That's why I found this opportunity, right? And every single day, I really, think to myself, right? There's a saying that I say with, if you're on the morning of the thoughts of veneno, you know the saying, right? I am more than I appear. I am more than I appear to be. All the world's power works inside of me. I am actually the highest sense of power, both physical and spiritual. All good things flow to me and through me. That's something I say every single day, because it reminds me that I'm not just here to impact, one person. I'm not just here to impact one team, right? I'm not just here to impact, right, one sideline, one upline, one downline, right? I'm here to impact literally our mission statement. Literally, being able to impact 1,000 lives, and that's serving. Right, well, the definition of a leader is being a servant leader, right? You have individuals like Matthew, you have individuals like Shaq, you have individuals like Amanda, right? You have individuals like so many of us on this call, right? That literally pour value, no matter what we're doing. And I'm not just talking about signing people up in this opportunity. I'm talking about helping the next person learn how to trade, helping the next person know how to put in the TP, helping the next person know how to really tell their story. In anything that you're doing, that you're literally helping somebody become that, anything that you're doing, they're helping the next person hit that 1% of growth. That's impacting somebody's life, right? A lot of people think that just about just impacting lives, meaning that you got to sign somebody else, or they got to be traded. No, you just call somebody and say, you know what, I was thinking about you. How was your day going, right? Or just hit somebody up and goes like, yo, like how's your family? How's everybody? That's impacting somebody, because somebody, like what we talk about all the time. We talk about building relationships. That's impacting lives, right, family? So I want you guys to understand, right? This impacting lives goes so much deeper than just. Sorry, guys. impact, you guys come on. You guys, impact lives goes so much deeper than just, thinking that we have to sign somebody up and that's how we impact. No, right? When we meet somebody, yo, what do you want to do? What's some of your goals? That's impacting people because now you don't know when the last time somebody asked somebody when, what do they want to accomplish? How many what goals do they want to? Oh, sorry guys, bear with me. But yeah, guys. So you don't know, like, right, every single day, right? Whether it's helping people with training, helping people, building helping people, do anything that they didn't know how to do before they met you. That's impacting lives, I mean, right? So I want you guys to understand. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much. I want you guys to fully understand that every single day, you have to make it a conscious decision. You have to make the conscious decision that say, you know what, I have a lot of stuff going on. Right? I have this going on, I have this going on. I have my family, I have bills, I have all these things going on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a conscious decision that we don't stop with this. Every single day means every single day. Right? We all want that, we all want to hit Chairman 10. Or we all want to have $10,000 in our trading account, right? But understand that the more you give, the more you serve, the more you give, the more you serve. That only speeds up what you want in life. Right, family? So like for me, understand like a lot of us actually met Matthew. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. Whew. I met Matthew, right? At the mention. And I remember the exact speech I was given because around this time I had just started doing the copy paste course. And like I said before, I only did that. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was doing that course simply because a lot of people was wondering how do I copy paste. Like we have these signals, right? Shaq talked about today. Don't rely on the signals. Call somebody. Help people put the stop loss in, put the TPs in, move your stop loss, take partial profits. It's impacted, right? So I started doing this course because I had a lot of people saying, "Dang, I don't know how to put a TP in. I don't know how to put a stop loss in. What's a moving profit? What does that mean?" Right? So we started doing this call. It started getting really big. We started having a lot of fun with it, right? And then when I got to my we was in Toronto at the time. There was a lot of people coming up to me. I was like, "Yo, Mason, like, I really love that copy and paste call. It helped me a lot. It like, it did this and did that." And it was like without me actually knowing it, it started off just, a little thing with my squad, little thing with my team, and then it turned out to be something that's big that's really helping a lot of people make money. Without you actually knowing it, the smallest things, right? It's not the big things, right? You can never be too big for the small things before you be too small for the big things, right? So it's really the smallest things that you can do to really help somebody grow. Whether it's helping somebody learn what a Fibonacci is, whether it's helping somebody learn how to present, how to talk to somebody, it's the little things. It's the little things, right? Because what happens is if enough people is moving at the same beat, you make a loud bang, right? Remember that. If enough people is moving at the same beat, you end up making a loud bang and everybody's gonna hear you. It's not about, you see, the paradigm shifts. We always talking about, oh, we want to make a paradigm shift. We make a paradoxical leap. Paradoxical leaps only happen if enough people is taking that same step. They say you can go fast. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a lot of people, right? So understand that if you taking that one step, right, that's cool. Taking one step, it's not that big of a deal, right? But what if you help somebody else take that same step with you? That's cool. Now, what if you both help another person? So that's 4 people taking the same step. Big. Now, let's say that 4 people turn to 8 people, 8 to turn 16, 16 to turn 32, 32 turns to 64, 64 turns to 128. Guys, that's I don't know about you, but that's pretty much P2. P2 is 75 people. 128, double that, that's P5. Helping a lot of people make that same step with you. That's when you make that bang. That's when paradox movement happens. That's when the impact begins to happen. If you can help share that vision, 1 second, yes. If you guys can help share that vision that you want, right? Our goal is to impact 1,000 people, right? 1,000 people. That's our impact. Boom. Let's start with ourselves. Let's commit to help 1 person a day, and let's commit to help them help 1 person a day, and it continues to go. Because I'm gonna be real, 1,000 people, that's nothing, right? 1,000 people is nothing. I'm gonna be real. Simply because once you understand, oh, I don't know my gate at that. Once you guys understand, right? Once you guys understand that once you get enough people, and it don't gotta be all people. If you get, I'm gonna be real, right? And Shaq probably will test this. It takes Shaq, real quick, drop your percentage of your business that's actually building. Shaq, if you're on this call, drop your percentage of people that's actually building. Shaq, I don't know if you're here. No, Amanda, real quick, drop your percentage if you're 8%, 14%. So Shaq is 5%. Amazing, right? So you guys can see it, right? So Shaq is a P2, Amanda's a P1, right? 8% of their business is growing. 14% of the business is actually building. That's literally what? I don't know fractions, but there's a lot of people. And they're P2s, right? And they're popping P2s and they're popping P150s, right? And they're popping P600s. You don't need a lot of people to begin to build. You just need to begin to understand that you have to make that commitment EFD every fucking day, that you got to begin to realize, right? You got to begin to realize that, you know what, it's time. I got to stop playing games. I got to start impacting. Like, let me impact my life first. When the last time have you impacted your life? When was the last thing that you did that you like, damn, I just changed my life with this opportunity? Where's your belief level, right? Where's your belief level? Check yourself before you want to share your vision with people and want to do this and do that. Check your belief. See where you at in your life before you begin to envision. Because if you don't know where you're going, the blind leads the blind, right? They say a leader is a person who can lead somebody somewhere that they never thought they'd been, but the person will take them when they get there. If you don't know where you're going, how you gonna lead somebody? How you gonna lead somebody somewhere that they never thought they would be? If you don't know where you're going, right? So I want you guys to understand that impact. It's not just about signing people up. It's not just about trading. It's every single day. Everything that you do, you want to impact people's lives. Whether it's buying somebody a drink, like every week, I try to go in Tim Hortons. I'm making my plan. I'm gonna be real. I don't really drink coffee, but I'm making my duty to go into some type of like Tim Hortons or Spot Coffee, and I just pay it forward because I'm impacting somebody's life. Like, you don't know that person behind you could be on their last dollar, but they really want their coffee, right? Yes, Tim Hortons is Buffalo, man. Like, yo, chill out, chill out. But yeah, guys, so that's my time. I gotta just find my flight, but I really want you guys to understand, like, the impact is super, super key, but it's not this big type of thing because, like I said before, one beat, one sound. The more people that you can have going at the same beat, that's the louder the boom. And with that being said, guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys got some value, right? I definitely want you guys to give much thanks to Matthew for setting this up, bro. I am extremely blessed and extremely appreciative that you even allow me to come speak life into you guys. I hope I gave you guys something. I hope you guys something that I said today will help you guys click and go to the next level. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys all later. And for those that's in Miami, I see you guys in Miami. And those who aren't, yo, don't miss an event that you qualified for. Peace.
Appreciate you, bro. Before you go, like, again, you don't have to come back on, but look at this, guys. We talked about this. If you got value from Money Mason, go ahead and type impact. Go ahead and type impact in the chat. Put it in all caps. Impact. 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 Right? Go ahead and type that in the chat. Impact if you got value. Because I know I got tremendous value from Mason and then still do. Like I said, like hearing his story, you know, I felt like I knew him even before I met him. And then we met and then kind of connect. And then as you're connecting now even more, the relationship's building. So family, anything I could do for you and your family, you know, we're just a skip across or around the border. Hopefully we could throw an event in Niagara once all this opens up and we could collaborate and do it right there. Like, we're down, we're here. Let's run it up together. Definitely thank you so much, because you didn't have to be here, but I knew you came here with a purpose, and you came here to impact. So again, we saw you on the plane, right? We saw people boarding, and you're there, you know, just taking your time so that you could pour into us. So again, thank you. Hopefully you're reading all these impacts, and I'm gonna drop an impact for you too. Hopefully you're reading all these impacts, because you definitely impacted us, you impacted me. Hopefully we'll see you very soon, you know, close to the falls or somewhere else. It doesn't have to be there, but we'll definitely see you soon. We're definitely going to get together. We're definitely going to, like, again, this is just the beginning. Thank you so much, family.
All love,
Thank
King,
you so
all love.
much. So with that being said, family, so again, we're supposed to have a social media training, right? So the social media training, because we only have 13 people and we went on break, right? We're going to continue. We're going to push that break back. We will resume at 4 p.m., guys. We will resume at 4 p.m., right, to get everybody back on this call. Then I will start that social media training. You are not going to want to miss it. Guys, if you have anybody, they don't have to be in this business. If they use social media, if they're an influencer, if they're a thing, get them on this call. They're going to get tremendous value. Get them on this call. You will not regret it. They might regret missing it, right? I'll probably record it to YouTube, to be honest with you, but the live training, so you could ask their questions, so that you could get the live examples. Be there, 4 p.m., same link. Guys, drop it in the Discord, drop it in whatever group chats. We will be back at 4 p.m., guys. Could you drop that for me in the Discord? Blow it up in the welcome chat, right? Don't put in the announcements. Put in the welcome to the TMC. We will be back. I am Im3 Brampton at 4 p.m. Guys, go ahead and tell that for me, or put it in your group chats, wherever it is that you communicate, where people are. We will be here at 4 p.m. to give the sauce on the live training. Then after that, what we're going to be doing, we're going to do an intro call towards like 7 o'clock this evening. And then we're going to be doing live trading and trainings as well too, on, again, how to read the market, how to get in trades, basic trainings here while we have the facility again. So definitely tremendous value to come. It's an all-day thing. It's Im3 Brampton, and it's Sunday. So we'll see you in an hour, guys. Drop it in the chats. Don't forget, drop it in the chats. Drop it in the chats. Drop it in the chats. Drop it in the chats.